The lab is such an important opportunity for leaders because it provides a really safe place for you to think about yourself and others that you work with and how you might impact them, and whether the shadow that you cast as a leader is a shadow that enables people to grow and develop and contribute to their fullest potential, or if it actually stifles people, scares people, and causes them to protect themselves and hide things from you. It is a very different environment, and at first it takes some getting used to. But what we find is that after a day or so in the environment, people absolutely love it, and they don't want to leave. And they tell us that when the third day is up and they have to go home, they don't want to leave, because we've created this incredible environment of inclusion. And sometimes for the first time ever in their career, they've experienced inclusion and the power of it. So the lab is experiential in nature. What that means is that it's not limited to a specific agenda. In other words, we have a series of activities and a series of teachings and learnings that are important, but the group directs the process, and the group's questions and stories and interests almost completely direct the conversations that we have. And then what happens that's super cool is that these exercises that we've created and that we don't tell you out in advance on purpose are going to lead to what we call significant emotional events, C moments. They are transformational moments. They are times when you thought you always knew something about yourself or someone else or a group of people, and you realize, oh my gosh, that's not it at all. It's this instead. And that transformation will change the way you relate, both with yourself, the people that you care about, and the people at work. And that's how leaders are developed, is through these transformational growth moments. They don't typically just happen. They have to be, because we're all really smart and we're always protecting ourselves. And so we protect ourselves from being wrong a lot of times, and we protect ourselves from letting others know that we don't know something. So we at Inclusity have to work really hard to create these activities and these situations that will surprise you. So there's significant emotional events that surprise you and will cause you to grow in a way you never have before. And because they are accomplished in this environment that is really caring and open and candid and supportive, people love it. The most important part of leadership, and the skill that I think is the most important, is self-awareness. And we have always said in this business, you cannot manage what you don't know. And in fact, we've expanded that now to say, you can't manage who you don't know. And so in the lab, as leaders, we are always running 100 miles an hour. We've got to-do lists that are 5 miles long. We're working all the time, and we never take time to really step back and to think about ourselves and to think about our own development. The lab is just a combination of opportunities, if you will, to understand yourself more, to understand your biases at a much deeper level, to build your awareness of other people and their experiences and what makes them unique and how they want to be treated. And then it also helps to give you some models and some tools and to develop some skills that you can consciously use to become more inclusive in the workplace. Consider this one of the best investments that the company and you can make in yourself, and approach it that way. And if you do, I promise you that you will get more out of this than you ever imagined possible, and maybe even more than you've ever gotten out of any experience in your professional life.